It's really easy to be a product of your environment. Like, you wake up and you see people when you go to the store that's sitting out there with a 40 in their hand and a brown bag. These are the people you see every day. So this is what you know. Hey, this is what they're doing, so this is probably what I gotta do. Just the fact that this is right in the middle of what they see, I feel like that's a big thing. So if this was not here, you could easily say that, they'll do what they see. As a kid, and especially if you don't have a father in your life, you're just gonna gravitate towards the prominent male that you see every day.
The first time I was sitting in jail, I thought about everything that happened to me as a kid. I thought about all the times I didn't pay attention in school. I thought about all the times I didn't listen. I thought about all the times I got in trouble. There's nothing out there for you but death, the cemetery, and jail. That's it. Those are your choices.
Hope Farm is an after-school program or leadership development program for boys with no fathers in the home. We've been in business for over 25 years. Our goal is to transition at-risk youth into men of integrity.
We have quite a few boys whose fathers are in prison, and they speak openly about it. And one of the things that we love to imprint in them is that you can be the difference, regardless of where you come from, regardless of what your background, regardless of what previous generations went through. It can be different for me, and I think Hope Farm is one of the places where they can see the difference and know that they can be the difference.
They come in as a young kid, we develop them, and then they help structure the other young kids that are coming down the pipe.
I feel like Hope Farm definitely affected my life. I started, I think I was like either 10 or 11. I was a shy kid growing up. They just encouraged me and grew me into the person I am now. I didn't even see college as an option until they, hit me in my ear and was like, hey man, we think this is an opportunity. We think you can, take your education further. At first I never really thought about that. Nobody in my family ever, made it through college, so I'm a first generation grad.
We have Bible study, we have reading literacy lab, and we have tutoring. In the state of Texas, it has been said that depending on how many students fail the third grade reading literacy test could determine how many prison beds that are built later. Because if kids don't learn how to read by third or fourth grade, there's a good chance that they won't learn how to read. The Reading Literacy Lab at Hope Farm is the game changer for us. 4 years ago, when we first implemented the program, 100% of our boys were below their reading grade level. We didn't have not one kid on the reading grade level. And fast forward 4 years, now we have 25% that are advanced. 55% is at or above.
A lot of them came in here not even able to flip a page and read, so I feel like it's helped them grow. I think the next step is now helping them physically want to pick up a book themselves and figure out what they want to read, figure out what they want to like.
The best thing that one of my teachers told me when I was young, she said, when you learn how to read, you can go all over the world and never leave your bedroom. We have the basketball clinic each year, and it's not only for our boys, but it's open to the community as well. It's one of those opportunities for us to reach out into the community and bring in young boys that may not have that opportunity otherwise.
A lot of boys, they're not able to afford, to go to family vacation trips for spring break. So this is a way for them to at least do something when they go back to school, like, hey, I went to a basketball clinic.
Basketball is a leadership development program within itself. Some of the same things that make you successful at basketball will make you successful in life.
We just realized that there was a need for the moms to partner with Hope Farm as much as we were partnering, as much as the program department was partnering with the boys. We needed to have a separate entity that provided the same kind of support to the moms.
The co-founders found out very early that you can pour into the boys and you can pour into the boys. But unless you pour into the moms as well, your message is going to get lost at home.
We provide spiritual supports by providing Bible study sessions, by providing prayer sessions, and just opening it up just for them to share their journey or where they're at with their walk with Christ. And then we provide support in terms of providing workshops in order to better equip them, and then also CV writing, how to present a proper CV. But then we also do mock interviews for those who might be sent out to do an interview. So we also do those just to prepare them, because a lot of them haven't done them for a few years. Some of them haven't done one of those at all. Just a place for the moms just to get together, just to share and just to hang out and just be themselves. With a lot of them not having the resources, we just want to make sure that no child goes home without having a decent meal for the day.
At 5:30 afternoon, then we have a nutritious meal for each one of our young men. It gives us an opportunity to introduce family lifestyle to our young boys. They get to sit around the table and they can have conversation just like we have at a traditional family. So by the time moms pick the kids up by 6 p.m., all she has to do is give them a hug and a bath and put them in the bed. The music program is a vital part of Hope Farm. It's an opportunity for our young men to display their talents in front of the public. It's not required, but we do look at the kids and see which ones would benefit the most or have the talent to fit the choir best. Fatherlessness has such a great effect in the low-income communities. 71% of high school dropouts is from families with no dads. 90% of runaways, no fathers in the home. Success for us looks like when a young man comes back and he says, "This is my wife, and this is my son, and this is my daughter." That does my heart good because they got it.
Yeah, I grew up without my father. I developed a lot of trust issues too, and I feel like a lot of these boys are going through that as well too. My father was in and out, like, you know, he would say things and he wouldn't, you know, live up to them. So I feel like at a young age when you deal with that, it just puts some type of scar on you. And like I told you before, growing up and, you know, being back here now, everything is full circle. So dealing with that and seeing some of these kids deal with that, it's helped me grow and heal. If I'm able to impact any of their lives, for them to, you know, change the scope of how their family is going, then I feel like that's important.
When I walked through here, it was just life-changing. I mean, just to see, and after 3-4 weeks, some 3-4 months, some 3-4 years, just to see that change within the young men. I mean, it's just amazing. Change starts with a generation. And if it can be the generation of young men that we serve, what a blessing that will be.
Our goal is to train these young men to become disciples so that they can carry it on for generations to come. If we get it right, we will produce leaders for the next generation for Hope Farm.